Welcome back to the 17th annual Athens to Atlanta Road Skate. Mario's caught up with 62-year-old Susan Daves, a nurse from Atlanta, Georgia, and a grandmother of 6.
What advice, now you're sort of a veteran of the course, let's say.
Yeah.
What advice can you give the newcomer that's out here?
Take it easy. I mean, if you're a really good skater, just go for it. If you are sort of insecure, then there's, it's a fun thing. Just do it. Do what you can. My philosophy has always been go until I can't go anymore, and then I'll just get a ride.
Of the skaters who opted for the 38-mile course, Norman Walker of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania is the first to cross the finish line in Decula with a time of 2 hours, 8 minutes, 24 seconds, averaging 17.8 miles per hour. The first woman to cross the 38-mile finish line, Casey Beasley of Birmingham, Alabama. She wins this event for the 2nd year in a row. This year's winning time, 2 hours, 26 minutes, 12 seconds. One of the more familiar faces in the skating pack is Terry Holm, a 54-year-old advertising salesman from Brainerd, Minnesota. This is his 8th Athens to Atlanta.
I'm a nut for racing, whether it's bike, running, skiing, inlining, snowshoeing, whatever. I want to try it. The secret is I stay in shape year-round, I train year-round, I listen to my body.
Like many other Americans beginning the second half of their life, Terry is not content to retire from competitive athletics and join the golf club set.
I look at this race as the race to do that. It has a mystique about it. It has, Boston does, everything, each race does. The Berkey, that's, I'd love to do the Berkey.
Capping off his race-filled winter calendar, the American Birkebeiner is the largest cross-country ski race in North America, covering 52 kilometers in northern Wisconsin. Like Athens to Atlanta, the Berkey is the granddaddy of its sport. Terry has completed over 20 of them. But when the snow melts, he doesn't stop, averaging more than half a dozen mountain biking races each spring and over 18 inline events a year. The Gray Wolf sees himself as the courier of the fitness message to the older generation.
I want to lay it out there for somebody that's sitting at home. Gee, he's 50, over 50. He's doing it. I can do that. Well, then let's get off the couch and come on and join me. I'd love to have you.
With over 10 years of skating under his belt, it's no surprise that Terry Holm is a leading ambassador of the sport of inline skating.
And you just go. It's just such a sweet feeling. It's hard to really describe. When they talk about a runner's high, I think you get a skater's high because you're just going along. Even though you're paying attention to what's happening with the other skaters and who's around you and things, the cars buzzing and this and that and the attacks, but your body is still telling you you're in cruise and everything's going along just great.
These young guns could only hope they're skating as well as Terry Holm when they reach his age. Chris Kaiser again pulls the lead men uphill, a spot that he claims is the best place to attack.
The guys who really do well in this race, a lot of Northern Californians, Dan Berger, Eddie, Scott Baldwin, who just moved from Colorado to San Francisco. We've got Brian McKay, strong hill skaters. And, the hills are where you make people hurt, and it's always a good place to attack.
But the hills are alive only with the sound of apathy. Few willing to lead, fewer yet to attack through the later stages of this skate. Yet Brian McKay is back out with his nose in the wind. The pack responded to him once. Will they do it again? Dan Berger of the Twin Cam team decides it's time to see who is for real. Berger looks back to see which skater is teamed up with him on this attack. Finding no one, he shakes his head in disgust. On the next rise, Berger is at it again. Still no takers. A moment later, fueled by his frustration at the peloton's lack of action, Dan Berger puts forth his strongest surge yet. Few can keep up with this man who seems to have fire in his legs. Down the road a bit, Dan Berger has retreated now to the safety of the middle of this pack, a pack that is a lot more tired due to his efforts. But there's fun over the next crest. Welcome to the Silver Hill Speedway. The pack's top speed was 49 miles per hour. On the run out of Silver Hill, both of Eddie's teammates skate ahead of the pack. Scott Baldwin on the right and Dan Berger. They share a bottle of water, but not opinions. Should they wait for Metzger or take this skate into their own hands?
Eddie will make it up if he needs to come up. I want to go too big, though. He'll come up. Come on, dude. Come on! No, I'm resting, man. Scotty! Come on! You're blowing it!
Even with his own teammate, Dan Berger can find no taker on his offer to lead a breakaway charge into Atlanta. Baldwin falls off, feeling he should wait for Metzger. But Berger feels enough is enough and will not abandon lightly this boldest move of his day.